And hello, all. This is Lala Madness, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Fierce Review. And this episode will be discussing the RKelly interviews with Gayle King on CBS. Now, I have been trying not to touch on these RKelly situations. Now, I did a couple little video or two about the studio and things of that nature with RKelly and maybe one other episode. However, um, once and I didn't do the surviving RKelly. That was a hell no. But I just couldn't pass it up when I saw him do this RKelly interview with Gayle on CBS. Yeah. So now let's take a little snapshot here of the interview. Now, Gayle actually asked if he could really say that he's not been with underage girls. Now, he responds that two cases that he said he would not talk about because that they're going back in his past trying to add all this stuff, and now that they're making all this stuff go together. And he said that it's seeming real for people now when it's not real, and he hasn't done anything, is what he claims. Okay, now she said the past is relevant with underage girls because he was stating that the past is irrelevant, and she said that it is very relevant and that it kind of goes together with what's happening now is kind of what she's trying to say. Now, he said that he was acquitted and he beat the case and that you can't double jeopardy him like that. Okay. However, you can if there's new charges or if there are new victims, which will make them new cases, aka not double jeopardy. Okay, so now he said he didn't do this stuff and that he's fighting for his fucking life. That is what he said on CBS. I'm fighting for my fucking life and I ain't do this. Now that's what he said. Okay, and that's exactly how he said it. Well, no, he was a little bit more amped up than that, but you get my point. He sounded kind of serious, like, he said he was fighting for his life. Now, my opinion is that the industry has a way of doing things, understandably, which is not a coincidence that RKelly and Robert Kraft, which they both have initials RK, were both charged in sexually related crimes on the same day. Not going into that. That is a woke people only conversation. We will not be having that on this here. Okay. Now, since the release of Surviving RKelly, the 6-hour documentary, okay, that shit was 6 hours. They interviewed, I believe, 50 people, which is a lot of people, but that would take 6 hours. You put a little snippet here, a little snippet there, And, so the 6-hour documentary was basically of the women and parents who have allegedly been affected, as well as they had, like, old people that he worked with and things of that nature as well. And he's been removed from his record label as of now. They've kind of stopped playing his music. And, it's looking a little rough. Now, one of the women, though, did give an interview with Gayle King. Okay. Well, basically two of them. Joycelyn Savage, the one that they were claiming they were looking for, whose parents is everywhere. And another girl. Both gave interviews with Gayle as well. And she said that they both said that they currently live with RKelly and that her family is only looking for money and that we're stupid if we can't see that. Basically, some about she didn't really want to sing. She threatened to basically kill herself and said that that's not what she wanted to do. But the parents basically forced it onto her. And then they said that some about they would release some naked photos or something as well if she didn't comply. They claimed that they were sending the money to the parents at one point in time. Now that they haven't been doing that, the parents are a little upset and they pissed off. So I don't know how that's working out or what's really going on because you have two totally different stories. They both sitting there acting like they happy and that they part of the Sister Wives Club that people do nowadays. Don't act like that you ain't seen Sister Wives. That's a whole fucking show where this dude got several women who he lives with certain days of the week. And then I don't even watch it. I've seen like an episode or two, but I did see a preview that he wants all of them to now move into the house together, which that to me to them, it's seeming like an obstacle, which I mean, it's plenty of people that do it every day. People that live with multiple women, people that have multiple men, people that have a man and a woman, vice versa, whatever the situation may be, and they live in the same house, or they're in an active relationship and everybody is inclusive of what's going on. So now at this point, the issue I guess still would be if he had sex with them when they were underage. Now that you dead ass wrong, but now they grown ass women and if they agreeing to be sister wives, then that's what the hell they doing, because it's sister wives that y'all promoting on TV already. It just ain't RKelly. And you wrong, like I said, if they were underage, and if you've been fucking with underage chick, you dead ass wrong. But now, like I said as well, and I'ma stick to it, cause I done did some sister wives. Except I done had a nigga and a chick all the time. We'll do it, okay? That's my personal thing. That's me, and that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, you can't tell nobody kind of how to live their life. If they're grown and that's what they want to do, they kind of now liking it. I mean, unless that's some good ass, unless he really manipulating them and they held their gunpoint and all this. Now, he was there during the interview, and he was behind them when they were there in their interview, giving their interview with Gayle. So I get that he was babysitting, trying to see what the hell was going on, whatever the hell. I'm sure he wanted to know what was up or what you were saying. They talking about he was clearing his throat and shit. Like, bitch, I'm here. Don't fuck around and say the wrong thing. And yeah, yeah, you know niggas do that. Women do it too. They pop all out, hey, don't forget, don't fuck up and say the wrong thing knowing I'm here. Boom. Okay, that part. So he was there during the interview. Okay. Surprisingly though, Joycelyn, whose parents basically was so vocal about contacting them, says basically about her not contacting them. She basically has contacted them now. They're not disclosing what that conversation was about at this point, because I'm sure there's still an active trial going on. So why would they do that? So she basically was adamant that they are fine and they doing them and they sister wives. And she told Gayle to mind her business when she wanted to know about, she was like, next question, when she wanted to know about their sex life, if they've had threesome, if they have a threesome and all that and sleep together, which Gayle, you know, it is none of your damn business. So she actually, like I said, Joycelyn did contact the attorney though in order to speak with the parents. And they ended up speaking with them on March the 6th, 2019. And no one knows of yet, you know, what that was about, how that'll play out. I doubt they'll tell about it because it's probably going to be used in the trial to some degree or another. And basically everything that the parents said is basically the opposite of what RKelly and these girls are saying. So I don't know if they all on the same squad, if they all on, apparently they waking up together every day. So it's basically like a them against them type of situation. I don't know. It's not going to turn out pretty for nobody, for the parents or for, you know, the girls or for RKelly, because they trying to convict his ass. So they trying to give him some jail time, and they trying to break him by making him have to continue to bond out. So at the end of the day, I mean, he going to be dried up, broke, and his dick ain't going to work if he do go to jail and they give him that shit that they be giving them niggas in there where they dick gets off. They ain't going to want him no fucking way by the time he get out. Nobody thought about that. Think about it, girls. You might have to go get you another RKelly, because this one might be tapped out, broke down, played out, all that by the time this shit is over with, because he is in the middle of a dragon. Okay. Now, as we all know, that on February 22nd, an arrest warrant was issued in Chicago for RKelly on 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse involving 4 women, 3 of whom were minors, they claim, at the time of the alleged crimes. Now, bail was set at $100,000 for each of the counts, totaling $1 million. He claims to have a hard time bailing out due to bad deals, mismanagement, and hangers-ons. Yeah. Anyway, a woman who bailed him out on February 25th and has since received death threats. Now, conditions of him being released included being ordered to surrender his passport and any weapons and to have no contact with anyone under the age of 18, I'm sure, or the alleged victims ahead of the trial. He still has charges that may be coming from Georgia and any other states that he's had them little homes in that he got the chicks at. All right. Now, here's a little history of RKelly related situations. Now, in 1994, he marries Aaliyah. He was 27, she was 15. You dead ass wrong. But then again, since we speaking truth, I was 16 and I had a nigga that was 30 something. Now that I think about it, he was dead ass wrong. But that was my nigga though. I don't know, that's crazy. I had niggas like, when I was older, grown, when I got 18, I had niggas that was 30 to 50. I mean, it was something about that young generation I just didn't get down with. I don't know. But go have you. But at the end of the day, you dead ass wrong, RKelly, if you was fucking that girl and she was 15. Just like the rest of these girls that may have been 15. Okay. And I wasn't there for that, so I don't know what you did or what you didn't do. However, I know we're going to find out. Because apparently it's coming out. And, we shall see whether you're telling the truth and saying that you didn't do it and that it's a thing against you, or if it really happened. Because, of course, you're going to have one side versus the other side, but everyone can make their own opinions. Everyone is not going to agree in this situation. I can definitely tell you that. So we just have to watch and see it played out. Now, they claimed that she lied and said that she was dead. Aaliyah lied and said she was 18 on a marriage certificate. The marriage was actually annulled the next year in 1995. Now, in 96, he was sued for emotional distress by Tiffany Hawkins. She sued RKelly for personal injuries and emotional distress she suffered during a 3-year relationship with him. Okay. Now, in court documents, she said that she began having sex with RKelly in 91 when she was 15 and he was 24. And the relationship ended 3 years later when she was 18. So basically, she claiming that he fucked her from 15 to 18, and when she got grown, I guess she's saying he threw her ass away in the trash and he didn't want her no more. That's what she claiming. That's what it sounds like she claiming. I'm just saying. Somebody a little saucy. And he dead ass wrong because he playing with them little kids, knowing that they don't know what to do with that grown man dick. If you giving it to them. You know that shit dead wrong. They ain't equipped for that shit. Child. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, Hawkins sought $10 million in damages, but accepted a fraction of the amount of $250,000 when the case settled in 1998. So she waited 2 years in order to get her $250,000, but she did sue him, saying that he threw her away like a piece of fucking trash when she turned 18, and she was emotionally scarred. Now, I'm gonna speak on that because I want to know: can you go around and sue? Now, besides the fact, say if she was 18, because yeah, that's emotional distress and all that, and that should have been like a whole child molestation charge, not like a suing for emotional distress and personal injuries. Like, what personal injuries did you suffer from? Like sodomy or molestation, or like what? I mean, I want to know what is the personal injuries and emotional distress. But she was under 18, so that's emotional distress. I get that part. But if she was 18 and up, can you sue for this shit? So every time a nigga fuck you over or do you wrong, can you go and be like, I'm about to sue you for emotional distress because you stress me out? People selling their kids to RKelly and everything. Like, how is she having a whole relationship with him for 3 fucking years? Where the fuck was her parents? Was she on the street? Was she a runaway? Was she like, where the fuck was her parents at for you not to know that your 15-year-old daughter is fucking RKelly for 3 years? Where the fuck do these people parents be? I mean, you can do it now when when the child is under a certain age. That's like the FBI. They come in when you say the child is missing. Have any of these children been reported missing? Or did they get reported missing when they turned 19? 18, 19 is when they want to start looking for them and shit. Why the fuck y'all ain't found y'all kids or looking for y'all kids talking about you? Ain't no way in the fuck I will be looking for my kid talking about I ain't talked to them and seen them in 2-3 years and they at RKelly house. I will go to that nigga show, sit there and follow all his fucking, all the cars that pull out with that nigga and pull up straight in the garage with his ass. Like, I'm here to get mine. And that's exactly what I came for. Okay, so ain't no way in the hell My fucking 15-year-old will have a whole 3 fucking year relationship with a grown ass man, and I don't know. And I don't know where the fuck to come get her from. Oh no. And I want to know, can I sue all the niggas that piss me off? Now, $250,000 for each one. I would be a rich bitch right now. I'm just saying. But if she was wrong, I mean, if she was young, like I said, and under 18, and he was fucking her, he dead ass wrong. Okay, and basically it's gonna come out if you did or you didn't, but it's a whole lot of shit. Now we're gonna move on from 1996 and 1994 when you had 2 underage situations, now to a 2001 underage situation. Now, he was sued by his intern, Tracy Sampson. Okay, she accused him of inducing her into an indecent sexual relationship. So that's like, okay, when she was 17 years old. Now, what state was she in? Because here, some states is 17, and I done found a state or two that's 16. They ought to be fucking shamed. A couple states, 16 and 17, is the consensual age to have sex. Now, the state, I guess the reason that she was able to sue is because at that point it was 18. And so, therefore, in the state you in, RKelly, follow the rules, nigga. You should have made that next year when she turned 18. Because then you wouldn't have been able to have been, inducing her into an indecent sexual relationship at 17 years old. Okay. The woman, a former intern at Epic Records, claimed that she was treated as a personal sex object and cast aside. Okay. So he was fucking bitches at the Epic Records? And she was an intern? First of all, 17-year-old, you shouldn't have been up there fucking none of them goddamn stars because you passing out fucking coffee and getting donuts. That wasn't up there for you to do. Because they told your ass to do whatever they asked you to do. You wouldn't did that. That ain't what you was there for. You there to run errands and shit. Print copies. Make flyers. You not there to be fucking nobody. So how you let somebody induce you? What did he do? Have some fucking candy? Show you $10 and tell you, let me holler at you? Like, what did he do to induce you into that? Because when I was 17, I had a kid at 15. Dead ass. My son's 21 right now. At the end of the day, didn't nobody make me do it. He didn't induce me into having my son. I was there. My panties came off and I was fucking. And she claims that she was cast aside. She was treated as a personal object and cast aside. That's what she claimed, quote unquote. So this shit went on for a long time to where you allowed yourself to get treated like a personal object. So basically you mad that he was fucking on you and then he threw you to the left when he got tired of your ass and moved on to the next 17-year-old pussy. Maybe 16 because they had a couple different ages in here. So, I mean, yes, sue him for fucking you when you was underage. Yes, he dead ass wrong for that. But I don't know if you could sue nobody for inducing you into a sexual relationship. How they trick you into it? Like, did he have like a ring pop on his dick? Like, how did he trick you? And it went on for a relationship. That's a period of time. A nigga can't keep. I've been a nigga. Every time I see a nigga, they gonna try to take my panties off. No, nigga, no. That don't mean it's coming off. You cannot trick me into taking my shit off if I'm not about to. Like, what do you mean? Niggas run game all motherfucking day, nigga. If every nigga you run across talk you out your motherfucking panties, you gonna have one of them beat up pussies that's hanging down to the floor. They out there. RKelly, I don't know what to tell you. You cast the girl aside. Now she mad and yeah. So she said he often tried to control every aspect of her life, including who she see and where she go. And she said in her legal case against him. That's pretty much what she said, quote unquote. Now the case was settled out of court for an undisclosed sum, said the New York Post. So once again, she sued too. So what I'm saying is to alleviate this, fuck bitches that's over 18. Matter of fact, I prefer 21 so you can at least take her to the club. Because she can't even go to the club and have a drink Not even at your house, and you know you're gonna be on IG popping bottles and shit, and you got your little 18, 19-year-old sitting there that ain't even supposed to be drinking. Now you going down for giving a minor alcohol and shit. So at least make sure, given your lifestyle, that she 21. That might help you out. If you go find a bitch that ain't a thought, you can get one of them chicks with the baby pussy that's still on the inside. They out there too. They still exist. I know. Okay? I think that's what you're looking for. But you're looking in the wrong fucking place. You need to stop looking at people's children if you're doing it. Okay? Now, in April and May of 2002, two more court cases. Now, Kelly was sued for the third time, RKelly that is, by Patrice Jones, a Chicago woman who claims he impregnated her when she was underage and that she was forced to have an abortion. All these sound like situations that you basically was fucking all these underage girls that got grown and got mad and sued your ass for leaving them because they really thought that y'all was going to have some type of relationship. Stop mentally tricking these hoes. Keep it real and let them know I'm just out here thotting right now. I ain't trying to be nobody's nigga. I'm trying to see what's up with you, and I need you to do that to people that's over 18. Well, 21. 21 is what we're going for. Okay, 21. Hopefully. But I'm about to sit glued now to find out what the hell all the tea consists of, because it's more shit constantly coming out. I mean, everybody done sued you. The whole squad. Once they get grown, they suing. And it's called reparations. Okay? Now, a woman also named Motina Woods sued RKelly as well, alleging that he videotaped them having sex without her knowledge. The recording was allegedly circulated on RKelly's sex tape sold by bootleggers under the title RKelly Triple X. He settled both cases out of court, paying an undisclosed sum in return for a non-disclosure agreement. And you filming hoes. Chill. So, I mean, usually when there's a payoff, people are admitting to some form of guilt, and when there's non-disclosure agreements that come out to be signed, they want you to shut the fuck up. So at the end of the day, what the hell is really going on? Because it's a lot of lawsuits, a lot of cases, and you seem to be having a lot of sex with a lot of underage people, allegedly, is what they're saying. But you paying these people that's saying it. So what is that saying? Are you doing it? Are you not doing it? Because you fighting for your fucking life means that they about to bring up a lot of shit that you ain't really got a defense for, is what it sound like. And it may have gone on for a long time if you were having sex with these underage girls. But like they say, everything done in the dark comes to the light. It is now coming back to bite you in the ass. Because there's all this. If I can get access to who all you done paid off, it's out there. And they talking. And you paid them. There's receipts. Boop, boop, pull my transaction record from you, nigga, to pay me off for this. They got non-disclosure agreements that you're having people sign that you don't want them to talk about something. What is it? They're not supposed to discuss it after they paid off. They paid off for some reason. So you need to be clear and let us know. But that might cost you your motherfucking time, life in jail, because, bitch, you tell us what really happened. I think that's going to fuck some shit up for you. However, if anybody did help you with it, all these people that helped you, that let you think that it was okay, it was a whole fucking setup. They just was collecting evidence so that then they could come 30 years later and fuck your fucking career up like they doing right now, so you can sit your ass down talking about you trapped in the closet. You're going to be trapped in that motherfucker for real by the time they finish coming out with the rest of this shit here. Okay? Now, in June of 2002, he was charged over child pornography. Now, RKelly was charged with 21 counts of making child pornography involving intercourse, oral sex, urination, and other sexual acts. I think that's when you peed on the people and tried to say that it was your brother. You even tried to throw your brother under the bus on that one, nigga. Now, that was dead ass wrong. He said, that was not me, that was my brother. His brother said, bitch, no, that ain't me, nigga. I ain't got, no, hell no. Okay, because you want to involve, what did it say? Intercourse, oral sex, urination, and sexual acts. 21 counts of child porn. And you seen what they did to Jared from Subway? Why you think you exempt? Child, look here. Okay. Chicago police accused him of videotaping each of these acts and enticing a minor to participate in them. All of the charges related to one girl born in September 1984. He was not found guilty because they cannot prove who was in the video. Remember that. We all remember that in 2002, don't we? They didn't know who it was, so they couldn't. And Sparkle claimed that it was her niece and shit. That part. Now, from 2002 to 2004, arrest prompts further charges. Kelly is charged with a further 12 more counts of making child pornography in Florida. These charges came after police seized the camera during the arrest, which allegedly showed the star having sex with an underage girl. Now, the charges were dropped when a judge agreed with Kelly's defense team that police lacked sufficient evidence to justify a search. So, they didn't have a search warrant probably, and they just searched the shit and took it from them, and you have to follow protocol and procedures. Or if you have a good lawyer, you can have shit thrown out like that. Boop. And he did. And we're back now, moving on to 2017 when he did some shit. Now, July of 2017 came the allegations of a cult, which is where I told you the Joycelyn Savage situation kind of popped up and came from and all of that. Now, a long and detailed BuzzFeed report accuses R. Kelly of trapping 6 women in a sex cult, alleges that R. Kelly seduced young women when they approached him to help with their music careers before taking control of their lives, dictating what they eat, how they dress, when they bathe, when they sleep, how to engage in sexual encounters that he records. You're nasty if you're doing this shit here. This is the high. He also allegedly confiscated the women's mobile phones to block communication with outside family members and friends. Now, I know a lot of people, or I have known people that's been in relationships of this sort, and it's very, very damaging, and I know at times it can feel like it's hard to get out and whatnot, but these people have parents that's looking for them. So, I mean, are they looking for, like, what the hell? Anyway, 2017 and 2018, victims approached the press. Now, Geronda Pace broke a non-disclosure agreement to speak about having sex with R. Kelly when she was underage. Another woman, Kitty Jones, claimed that he starved her, coerced her into sexual encounters with other women, and physically abused her. Now, a former friend, Lavelle Jones, said that R. Kelly asked him to scout out women that looked young at parties and claimed that it was common knowledge that the singer preferred young girls. Now, that's the difference. You cannot use young girls and scout out women in the same sentence. Okay. That struck me odd as hell right there. How can you say that it was, okay, listen to it. That R. Kelly asked him to scout out women that looked young. I'm a woman that looks young. I know other women. I'm almost 40 years old. Okay. I look young. So I still look kind of the same in my 20s. I still was 20. So I look young. I'm almost 40 now. So please explain to me how the hell. You gonna I don't know. You just tell somebody, get somebody that look young, get a woman, not a fucking child. Was y'all bringing him back kids? When he told y'all, bring me a grown ass woman that look young, now I could deal with that, But to just be like, that's really strange. It's really strange. I mean, I get that. I mean, a young-looking woman. Not no motherfucking kid. It was common knowledge that the singer preferred young girls. So, which one is it? I don't know. Anyway, in 2018, they had the hashtag Mute R. Kelly, staffed departures, and a new court case. So the Mute R. Kelly campaign lobbies record label RCA to sever ties with the singer. They also targeted concert promoters, ticket sellers, streaming services, with Shopify. I'm sorry, Spotify. I'm talking about Shopify. That's a damn shame. Spotify, Apple Music, and Pandora all agreeing to demote R. Kelly songs from their playlist. A decision that is later reversed. So they did bring it back. So it didn't work at that time. As I mentioned previously, the record label has dropped him since then, though. So it worked later on, after the fact. Which this happened, I guess, months prior to, but then now they did drop him officially. Okay. So he was also sued by a former partner who said he intentionally infected her with the sexually transmitted disease. And you nasty. Because see, what's happening is they got that shit that you could pass around when you be fucking too many different people and you don't put no hat on. Because you need to be using the condom. Yeah. And then, or, what? I wonder what was it the herpes? Was it like drip? Like, I don't know what the sexually transmitted disease was, but apparently it was transmitted sexually. And it was a disease. All right. So, basically, I'm going to watch out pretty much how it plays out here. Now, when you saw the Me Too movement launched and Bill Cosby got convicted and jailed from that shit, as far back as the 70s from him pilling to death bitches or whatever, you should have closed up shop and sent all they asses home. You knew it was coming, nigga. They have been coming after your ass year after year after year. And you still continue to have a house full of hoes. At least revamp and get some new ones that then is 18. So when they come in, they could be like, oh yeah, I got a house full of hoes here, a house full of chicks. They all my women. It's a beautiful situation. And they all over 18. That's what you need to be able to say right now. Not that we've been together 5 years and now she 21. Niggas start counting back like, wait a minute. Some ain't adding up. That's what's happening here. Okay? Yeah. Now, you need to get you a grown-ass woman because clearly you get these chicks from 15 and then they sue your ass at 18, like I said. Them is facts because it's happening rapidly and you giving people diseases. Stop playing. Signing down disclosure agreement. You don't want to talk about it. Why? Why you mad at me? What you mad at me for? If you got me when I was grown, I wouldn't come back and sue your ass when I got grown. Because that's the first thing a chick say when she hurt. You wait till I turn 18 so I can sue your ass. And depending on the statute of limitations, if you know you was fucking somebody underage and it was like multiple people, multiple accusations, I'm going to need you to be able to prove everybody wrong really quickly. Really quickly. Okay? Now, my final note, and then I'm out of here, America, is that R. Kelly, since you like them young looking, get a chick like me that still look 15, but got a stretch mark or two and some pubic hair from living a grown-ass life. Okay? She need to have something, like a ding, a scratch, a little stretch mark or something to let you know that, she's living a real life and she's a grown-ass woman. I ain't say a bullet woman, nothing. I'm just saying, that lived a real life because apparently that young shit is not working for you. Now, we do know about, what's his name, Woody Harrelson? What's the dude that went and got, he adopted the little Chinese or Asian girl, and then he ended up marrying her. And that they've been all around town, living happily ever after, taking pictures and shit. And he raised her ass as a fucking father. Jared in jail. R. Kelly, they trying to send you to jail. Bill Cosby been pilling bitches, so he in jail too. So at the end of the day, how is it that Woody Harrelson, ain't that nigga name? Is that his name? I just had pulled it up yesterday, if you don't mind. At the end of the day, if not, I'm going to find out exactly who it is. Anyway, he's an older guy. He's in the entertainment industry. And he went and adopted a young girl, an Asian girl and had her since she was a kid, like a kid, a baby. And then when she got older, I guess he was grooming her to be his wife because they got married. Okay. So, yeah, it was. Yes. So, correct. That's exactly who that was. So now the difference is your name is not Woody Harrelson, R. Kelly. Apparently, it's okay for Woody Harrelson to do. But maybe had you done it one time like Woody Harrelson did it, you would have been okay. But I don't know about no marrying your fucking daughter that you adopted, though. Now, who the fuck let that shit slide, America? Who let it slide? Everybody. Because didn't nobody say shit about it. And now we saying something about what R. Kelly did with 30 people. And he had people sign paperwork, gave people diseases and all that. That's the difference, R. Kelly. Woody Harrelson did that shit slick and smooth. Quiet, copacetic. He was chilling. But you want to be all out there flashing and shit, popping off, and can't even bail yourself out from the shit you doing. That's the typical, like, the niggas that be selling drugs but can't afford a lawyer when they get busted. Same thing. You know that young pussy gonna have you in jail. Get some bail money and a good lawyer that you done already shot the bread to come and get your ass out when the shit go down. You know what's up. You's a gigolo making lots of dough. Like, is that the song? I'm a gigolo. Is that? Anyway, at the end of the day, that apparently was back then. When you went down was when you got with Cash Money. You probably got robbed by Baby. He was funneling that shit right on out your goddamn bank account, acting like he was getting a direct deposit. Your ass was getting a direct to snatch. Because you ain't been right ever since then, okay? And that child support, he did get arrested, and you know, for the child support situation where he had to pay the $160,000. So I'm gonna need you to get your whole life together. Stop fucking these young ass girls. If you did the crime, you're gonna go do the time. I mean, apparently age ain't a factor because Bill Cosby and that bitch singing and dropping soap. So nigga, you can get it too. So at the end of the day, talking about putting snacks, ain't none in there, nigga, unless you order off the store. So at the end of the day, if you joining them R. Kelly, it's because you have all these non-disclosure agreements out here that you have let people sign like a fucking idiot. You have paid people off, which there's bank transfer wire. All this can be proven and seen and shown and talked about, and then, you know, bitches be taking pictures, and your dumb ass want to go behind as well and record and videotape chicks at a very young age like a dummy. Please explain to me why you felt like nothing was going to happen if you did these things. Anyway, let's find out if he did them. We'll be in tune. This is La La Madness. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Fierce Review. And you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and all of the social platforms there and that way. And basically, I will talk to you next time.